Now, this is the harder application question. This is the one that's usually on the test that a lot of people have a little bit of trouble with. Here we go. Well, I actually might as well tell you what I wrote in there. It says, SohCahToa application looking up and down from a height. That's a given height. Or the building to building question. We do this one a lot and it throws kids off, so let's talk about it. Ken stands on top of a building. Well, it's a 60-meter building. So this is what's going on. There is a building. And then you look across the street to another building that is usually taller. Alright, now we're going to assume Ken's height is negligible. He's a very little guy. And he's on top of a 60-meter building. Now he looks across the road to the bottom of another building with an angle of depression of 60 degrees. And he looks up to the top of the building with an angle of elevation of 48 degrees. How tall is the other building? Okay, so first thing, he's looking like that. Now, when he looks like that, remember to draw a line from the horizontal, because this is the angle that you're using. So this is 60 degrees. So it's measured from the horizontal. Remember that. Or, by Z pattern, that's the same as this measurement down here. 60 degrees. Now, then he's going to look up to this with 48 degrees angle of elevation. Okay, what do we know so far? We know that this is 60 meters tall, and that's all we know. So what we have to do is we have to solve, well, there's two triangles in here. Here's our top triangle. And all I know is that this is 48, and I know that I want to eventually solve for this, but I don't know this distance. What I have to do is I have to use this triangle to solve for that distance. So what do we know about this triangle? Well, I know that this is 60 degrees, and I know that this is 60 meters tall. And then I can solve for this. We'll call this y. Y is the distance between the two buildings. And it's the same in that triangle and that triangle. That's this horizontal line that I'm solving right here. So that's what you have to do. The key to this question is to remember that depression and elevation, the angle of elevation and the angle of depression, both go from the horizontal. Do not put either one of those on the vertical. It drives me nuts. We did a whole video on this. Angle of elevation and depression is from the horizontal. Alright, let's solve for y. So this triangle has to get solved first. We solve y and then we use y to solve for x. Now, labeling from that, we have O, we have H, we have A, so we're going to use a tan. We're going to use the tan as 60 degrees equals over A. 60 over y. Now, if we flip spots with this, this multiplies up, this multiplies down. So y equals 60 divided by tan of 60 degrees. And y equals, pausing. Oh, did I say pausing? I meant y equals 34.64. I'm going to keep an extra decimal place than I usually do. Meters. Okay, so that's how far it is from the one building to the other building, whether you're going from the bottom to the bottom or along this horizontal line. That is 34.64 meters. Okay, now next thing, I can actually solve for x here. So now that I know y, I'm going to go to this triangle and I'm going to solve. And this is that distance in there. 34.64. Okay, so label this O, H, A, tan again. Going to solve down here. The tan of 48 degrees equals x over, so O over A, which is 34.64. Multiply that up there. So multiply, we'll keep what you've got in your calculator. You just did 34.64, so keep that in your calculator and times that by the tan of 48. And that should give you x equals 38.47. I'm going to round that to 5 though. Okay, now that's x. That's not what they want to know though. What they want to know, well, this is x that I just solved in here. They want to know how tall the other building is though, so it's not 38.5 meters tall. It's that and 60. So remember that the whole height here, the height is equal to our original 60 plus the 38.5. So our height is equal to 98.5. Therefore, that was a weird way to write the building is 98.5 meters. Cool? So what did we do? Well, first of all, we drew two buildings. Then, from the top of this building, you draw a line to the bottom and a line to the top. And the key thing is to then draw your horizontal line. From there, label your 60 degree of depression. So that's on the line going down, but measuring from the horizontal. So there. And then put your 48. So there. And then take out the two triangles. You have a triangle on top and a triangle on bottom. You have to solve the triangle on the bottom first to get the distance between the buildings, and then use that distance with the other angle to solve the height of that top triangle. Remembering that that top triangle, x, is from 60 meters tall because it was from a horizontal line. So then you have to add that to 60. This question is worth about 5 marks. It's worth knowing. If you're in my class, it's going to be on your next test. I can guarantee it. Oh, if you're in my academic class. Applied class, I won't give you guys this question, so don't worry about it.